I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
So you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range, shoot my shot, perfect aim, 3rd degree, that perfect flame, ain't no sleep, that's the game, oh so southern, that's the slang, when they see me, that's the main, chasing checks and fly like planes, big old stick, I bought a cane, flick my wrist and bought the ring, I'm so boss, we're not the same, paid the cost and kept the change, now I'm walking Hall of Fame, and I reside in the cloud, grand wishes, with these bitches, taking pictures with the crowd, and I'm out.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Happy Friday. Peace and blessings. Most high. Shout out to my pros, writers, content creators. Shout out to Sid. Blessings to you. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Sarah. Much love to the crew. I thank y'all for being here. I appreciate the time. I appreciate the comments, the engagement, the likes, the shares, the comments. Hope you're staying hydrated. A lot of people are complaining about the breathing, the air quality, and all that. Don't put yourself at risk to be outside partying, clubbing, and all that, man. Whatever it is, if it ain't necessary, just stay in the house. Stay under that air, stay hydrated, keep the water on deck. But to just, I know it's Friday, you want to chill, you don't want to think about work, you got off, but I'm telling you, like, if it's as bad as I'm hearing it is, don't put yourself out there. We already got enough of that right now. The elderly are the ones that are suffering the worst. You don't put your health at risk just so that you can be out and about. You see the title. I was going to do a regular video on this, but I figured it would probably be better for me to just get my bars off with this tonight. I'm going to move on from it. I'm not a real avid listener to NBA Youngboy. I don't know none of his songs. I ain't going to do. The little bit that I have heard, I'm not really big on it. And I'm from the 80s. So take that for what it's worth. The type of material that I'm used to, this isn't really on par for me. So, but he has some words for Gillie. He has some words for Future. He has some words for a few people. But in this particular instance, he had a lot to say about Gillie Da Kid and his son. I got two clips I'm going to play. There's one from a gentleman on TikTok that did a recap. And the other one is a response to NBA Youngboy's post or his song. So I'm going to bring this up on the big screen. I'm going to play this first one. then I'm going to the response. Then I'll give my 2 cents. And we'll bring this up.
In a new snippet, NBA YoungBoy disses Gillie from $1 Million Worth of Game. He says that I thought about killing Gillie, but that B word ain't killed nothing about his son. And this is just the most random diss ever. YoungBoy's been popping out and just calling all types of people out, dissing all types of people, but Gillie from $1 Million Worth of Game. Now, some people are speculating that this is because he recorded his $1 Million Worth of Game interview, as you can see there, him and I think that's Wallow he's hugging actually in that picture, but he recorded that interview while he was high on K2 and like he didn't want them to post it, but they posted it anyway. And if that's the case, and if that's why he's mad at Gillie, then that's on him. Nobody told you to show up to the interview like that. You knew they were recording an interview to post online. So if you're mad at the way you looked in that interview, be mad at yourself. And dissing Gillie's kid, his son, for getting killed when that had nothing to do with you, nothing to do with anything. There's no beef there, just jumping out the window and doing that. It's just really lame and it's corny. As much as I like YoungBoy's music, this is weird behavior. This is corny behavior. This is lame behavior. Especially when you told that man you felt sorry for him about him losing his son. You gave him condolences for losing his son just to go out and diss him about it for what? Unless there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, which I highly doubt because we've seen YoungBoy do this before where he's just randomly dissing people. This is just corny, bro. Like, you're not even dissing somebody who's a street rapper. That's like, I mean, maybe 25 years ago, that's what Gillie was on, but he's a podcaster, bro. Well, what are you doing? Dissing his son for literally no reason besides, I guess, attention and rage bait? In a new snippet, NBA YoungBoy disses Gillie from...
First of all, before I go to the response, I want to say I've heard the song and yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what the appeal is. I don't know what it is about this generation of music that people gravitate towards so much. And like I said this with Remy Ma, because Remy Ma dropped the song just recently. And, you know, it has similarities to Young Miami's track. And I said that I was pretty much disappointed in her. And I'll say it again, I'm disappointed in hip hop and like music in general these days, specifically because to me, if we're looking at this from a lyrical standpoint, and I'm an artist, I'm trying to be better than what I was the day before. Battle rappers will tell you this all the time. You're trying to be better, you're trying to improve, you're trying to twist and bend words that have never been put together before to create something more beautiful, to create something that's going to make people think a little more in depth about life. I'm trying to be more creative, more witty. Like, I don't see that. I don't. It's the same format, the same. It's just nothing unique to me. I heard his song. I was very, very much disappointed. I'm not really surprised at it. That's just my opinion, of course. I'm not telling nobody what to listen to and who to like. For me, it's not my taste. But I want to play, first of all, I want to play the response. And then I'm going to really go into my take on it. It's all about context. Do I have anything against the music today? No. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't have nothing against the artist. I have nothing against him making that money.
Dave, I don't know who feels
against the lack of creativity the lack of awareness. The older you get, the more closer to God you get. You start seeing things differently. You don't have the same perspective of what you're consuming anymore. And that's going to sound corny to a lot of people. It's not really for me to convince you or make you feel any type of way about it. It's just my opinion. The older you get, the more life you've experienced, it forces you to grow up in ways that's uncomfortable. It forces you to look at your own mortality. It forces you to look at your surroundings, your environment, how productive you are as a human. What have you been doing this entire time you've been walking this planet? Have you really served God? Have you really been doing something that's constructive for the community? I ain't really got time to be trying to feed people sugar packets and Kool-Aid and little soft drinks, to stroke the ego to make you feel good. Like we're all grown adults here. And like for me, if you can't come up with concepts that don't rotate around violence, and you're not really a credible artist to me. Because you're too concerned about your audience. You want to entertain them, and they don't know what's good or bad for them half the time. They're being force fed this stuff because that's what they've been programmed to accept. In all actuality, a lot of the stuff that we consume is not really good for us or very digestible. With all that being said, though, I want to play this response from Gillie. Then, I'm gonna keep it pushing with this message. This is only for certain people who really care to hear it, but that's cool. I'm like that.
I don't respond to shit with fun. Fuck it, you suck it, go get your gun. You hear me? I'm not. Neff, let me just tell you something, okay?
What's up, though?
I'm an old school nigga, man. All right? We don't say what we was going to do on the internet and all that type of shit. That's kid shit. You know what I mean? Like if you was gonna do something, you would have done it. Don't So Neff, that's rap music, man.
That's like
rappers make rap music. Rappers make rap music, man. That's all it is, man. It ain't nothing, man. I don't feel no type of way. You can't make me feel some type of way mentioning my son. I already come to grips with what happened, bro. That don't. I'm not.
You somewhere on the rocks and shit.
I'm not threatened.
Yep. You gotta laugh at this shit, doesn't it?
Bro. You're younger than my youngest child, man. Sometimes you take too much of that shit, man. You know what I mean? You come down off that shit. Right.
Yeah. You can read in between the lines and kind of interpret that however you want. I'm not mad at the response. There's two ways that I look at it. And I've had a couple of hours to really examine it. The first way that I looked at this clip was he's from my era, from my time zone. So he's laughing at the naivety He's laughing at the childish behavior patterns. Salute to you, brother. I see you in the chat. He's laughing at how this young man is moving. I don't glorify this, but growing up, you know that you don't take threats and things of that nature to the internet. The internet is pretty much the hub for the police, for the FBI, and everybody else who's looking to lock a nigga up. If you are a criminal and you use social media to promote in any way, they are watching. They're watching you even if you're not promoting violence. So take that for what it's worth. Now, I ain't mad at it. Lock every criminal up. Personally, I don't give a shit about none of it. Because you don't give a damn about me, you don't give a damn about your community, and you don't give a damn about your future generations to come. Because if you did, you wouldn't put yourself or the next person in harm's way. But because we celebrate this toxic culture, it's gone from you do your dirt off screen and you pull up, you don't say nothing to nobody, you don't argue, you don't do all of the Twitter stuff, all of the internet stuff. Whatever you feeling towards the other person, and vice versa, y'all waited until X amount of time and you proceeded then. And you didn't have everybody in your business because you know damn well in order for you to do certain crimes, you have to keep shit to yourself. You can't tell people, even people that you trust the most, you can't tell them. You have to be secretive and very quiet about it. That's what I was getting from the clip initially. It's like he laughing at your stupid ass because you think because you've unmasked all this money and you probably got a whole bunch of these goofballs that support what you do, that you can't be touched, or that what you're doing is based off of some sense of self-preservation, when really all you're doing is making yourself look like an idiot. You're basically telling the police if something happened to me, I'm the one who did something. Gillie ain't responding that way. He's laughing at you. And he's probably got enough credibility to where he don't have to do anything directly to you anyway. So that's how I was looking at it from one side of it. The other side of me is looking at it like, all right, he laughing at you because it's sad. It's sad that this generation has become this. And I could be wrong, because to me, I'm looking at it like all of this, all of it is absolutely disgusting. Who raised you? I scroll up and down this timeline on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. There's black kids getting hung, black kids getting shot, black kids missing, missing kids, shot kids. Police shot this person, police shot that person. We're trying to figure out what happened with Nolan Wills. There's 3 more cases of black kids being found floating in rivers and all type of stuff. And then I come back think about Will. All right, we got a black rapper, a black podcaster fighting over what exactly? We crashing over what exactly? Please help me understand what any of this is about. You do realize that he's not your enemy. Gillie Da Kid is not your enemy. But somehow, someway, you found a way to make him and everybody else of your complexion your opposition. You're so mentally limited, so spiritually depleted, that the only thing that you could come up with was to insult this man's deceased child. There's no excuse for it. There's no way that you can rationalize it or make it popular or make it okay. You have a disagreement with him over anything, you address him privately, face to face, on the phone call. You get a mediator. You don't diss somebody's deceased loved one. Then get on social media and then try to convince us that this shit is cool. Nothing about that is cool. Nothing about how black men in your position representing the rest of us is cool. I don't approve of it. And yes, a lot of people are going to say it's not my business. Why are you concerned about it? Why does it bother you? Well, you should ask yourself the same question. Why doesn't it bother you? Young Dolph, his killers are in jail because one of them didn't feel like $100,000 was enough. So instead, he let another black man pay him $40,000 to assassinate that man. So you wasn't okay with 100,000. Thought that you were better than that. Ended up screwing up. Your life was over with over 40,000. All because you thought that you were a more real artist, because your lifestyle was more solidified than the other artists that was signed to him. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. It makes very, very excellent sense. This toxic culture that we continuously put up here is egregious. It's absolutely insulting. If I was an Asian or a white or an Israelite and I was in my office looking down at my multiple cameras and I was watching how every black man and black woman was killing each other off, I would be laughing at you too. I would absolutely think that you are some of the fucking most goofy people in the world. They threaten by us, but hell, we don't even use our intellect in the ways that we should be using them. NBA young boy, you have a gift, but it's been squandered. It is being abused. It is not being cultivated in the most healthiest ways. You are not an example for the younger generation at all. You are not. And I'm sick and tired of people trying to pretend like all this shit is okay when it's not. Yeah, I used to listen to this type of shit when I was younger, but I'm not younger anymore. I'm older. And the meaning and the messages behind it is different. Once you know, you can't not unlearn it. You promote death, violence, promiscuity. You haven't evolved. You haven't elevated your pen. It's the same retort, same rhetoric. Every other album, every other single, same thing. Nothing thought provoking whatsoever. And you got all of these children with all of these different women out here. The same women who say men ain't shit. The same ones that's openly laying down with you. The same ones that still stand by your side because they are too lazy to take care of themselves and their mental and their spiritual. They don't understand that God put in them the same thing God put in me, you, and the next person. You don't know your value or your worth, so you keep on dealing with the same type of dude over and over and over. And it's people like this that we glamorize all over social media every single day. And you got a problem with me, you got an issue with what I be saying about this shit. I'm a hater. Oh, I'm a hater because I don't want to see no 5 and 10-year-old dressing like Sexy Red. I don't want to see no 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old out here walking around with automatic weapons. Why the fuck are you walking around with automatic weapons? There are kids that have killed their parents because they got a hold of their weapons. I just watched a video of a student in like the fucking 3rd grade or some shit. He snapped. Matter of fact, honestly, I don't even know if I got that shit. Clip, I'm gonna find that shit though. I want you to see what I'm talking about. This shit is ridiculous. But then it's like we got a problem with regular, average working 9-to-5ers. Regular people who, I don't know, they don't want to really blend in with the rest of the general population. I don't want to be like nobody else. I don't want to be like you. I know you're dead, nigga. You're in the ground. You got niggas pouring 40s over. You got these females twerking on. You got a whole bunch of hood boogerish shit going on. I don't want to be a part of that shit. No. What type of fucking legacy are you leaving behind, nigga? You are a movie. You are a meme. They turned you into a meme. That's it. That's not the type of legacy that I want to leave behind. And then, like, you forget you only live one time, though. But you would rather spend it trying to appease a bunch of folks that attention spans only but 15 seconds max in 2026. People don't even know how to sit still for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. And that's as toxic as hell. Like, what are we talking about? I see more support for serial killers, pedophiles, racists. I see more support for drug dealers, baby daddies, and baby mamas than I do for lawyers, doctors, for men and women who preach the gospel, who know it up and down, who try to teach about proper marriage, who teach about eating healthier. I see more people promoting ass shaking and twerking and things of that nature than I see anything else. Then you got the nerve to have an issue with somebody who wants, I don't know, to talk about how to be in a healthy friendship, how to be in a healthy relationship with yourself, with your husband, your wife, how to cultivate better conversation structures and things of that nature, and how to build generational wealth. Nah, I don't see no love for that. It's ridiculous. And that's exactly what I see. That's exactly what I see. Modern warfare. It's all modern warfare. These kids are disrespectful as shit in school. The kids, they snatching up teachers, they stomping out principals, having sex with teachers and all type of shit. Gillie, you, Wallow, NBA Youngboy, Chris Brown, all y'all. Y'all niggas got all this bread, all this money, all this wealth, and all this attention. And the only thing that y'all know how to do with it is to continue to recycle the same material over and over and over again. In battle rap, if you recycle bars or you steal other people's shit, that's a no-no. Y'all do the same thing over and over and over again. I could understand if y'all was rapping about Black history and like different little things that would make me think, make me pick up a book or some shit, but it's the same stuff. I don't know, man. That was some real disrespectful shit though, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Trying what I want to do right now. I'm trying to find that clip, man. I want to see that shit because that was disrespectful as hell. Ain't no way in the world back in my day your kid would go to school, be disrespectful to a teacher. You couldn't even raise your voice to a teacher, and your parent wasn't leaving the job on their way to the job, on the way to the school, and they whooped your ass together. The parent and the teacher will whoop your ass separately or together, and the teacher would, the parent will whoop you in front of the students. This man buried his son to violence. You shared a platform with him, and he expressed himself to you. And then here we are, years later, you put out that corny ass diss. I don't know if this was for the algorithm. I don't know if this was to just create some type of like drama. That wasn't it, bro. And you know, the scary part about it is what you just did was proved to a group of wealthy people. They don't even have to be wealthy. A race of people that there's a reason why these stereotypes continuously exist. Why they keep on supporting and putting money in your pocket to keep putting that poison out. That's it. That's all. Every time you put a lyric out there that puts down your brother or your sister, or you put out content that subliminally bleeds through social media spaces, in turn creates the very problem that you manifested through your lyrics, you are telling them that this is what we are going to keep on pouring our money into to keep them broken, poor, angry, and separated from the word of God. Am I lying? Am I misinformed? Am I off at all? I knew I'd save this clip. I want you to see something real quick. It might not seem like it correlates, but I promise you, it does. It absolutely does correlate. This is hold on. Oh, they don't want me to play it. I don't think they want me to play it. Hold on, man. Yeah, they messing around. They bullshit. Hold on. If I can't get it on there, I'm gonna find it again. Hold up. Real shit. I might not even have to use that one. I can use this shit right here. Oh. Like all you gotta really do is type in certain keywords and you can just find whatever. They don't even have to be the exact same video. Where do I want to go? Just like any mini money mo. Yeah. Hold on. Where do I want to go? I'll just take this one. Okay. I'll bring this one up on the screen. I want you to see this real quick. It might not be your child, but it's somebody's. And it is actually NBA young boy, 20 years in his prime. This is NBA young boy when he was still in school. Or someone who's just like him. The signs are there. You can't make it up. The generational curse thing is real. We pass our behaviors and our traits on to the youth every single day. Hold on. Bring this up here on the big screen.
Why your voice cracking, my nigga? Come on, bro. Yeah, walk the fuck back, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. You got me bent, bitch. You a whole ass bitch, bro.
If it's a dick.
Oh, he said cut straight up. Yeah. Why you shaking, bro? So you say that shit or what's up, bro? You say that shit, bro? You say that shit or what? I'm telling you, right?
And when you see stuff like this, many people
Look, that's Future, that's Chris Brown, that's Young Jeezy, that's 50 Cent, that's Lil Wayne, that's Birdman. That's all your hopes and dreams. Those are your favorite rappers, your favorite artists, like. Let's not pretend like this shit didn't start from somewhere. Everything that NBA YoungBoy is, it started there at some point. I wish I could do like, and maybe I'm gonna have to do that shit one day. I just do a straight stream or a straight show that shows you like a timestamp of repeated characteristics in the same person over and over and over again, from the time they was kids to the time they became like rappers or some shit. It's not all of them. I'm not saying it's every last one of them, but there's always a pattern. Disrespectful, extremely disrespectful. But then you will have parents that would say, "Oh, not my child." They will never do that. And the only reason I brought this up was to say, at some point, man, we failed our generations, our future generations. We refuse to whoop their ass, or we refuse to let the uncles be uncles. And we just didn't do our part, man. There's no way someone in his position should be moving like that, thinking like that. That mentality, once you got out the hood, once you made your money, and you started becoming more successful, you should not be wanting to still live that cycle. You should be done with that. I know damn well, and I say a lot of stuff over and over and over and over again. So I really, really mean it. Maybe if I say it enough, I will absolutely speak it into existence, because I think we are do that right about now. You know what I'm saying? Sensational. I beat the odds. I went through hell to get here. People died. I was betrayed. I was backstabbed. My heart was broken for weeks, months, and years. I broke bones. Nobody gave a fuck about who I was. Nobody lifted me up. I had to pull myself out of hell, out of financial debt. I went through everything that you could think of: shootouts, the windows getting bust out, all type of shit. Everything that you could think of that a black man goes through in certain conditions. I've made it out of it. You think I'm going back to that? You really think I'm about to sit here and blow my gifts on trying to prove to you or the next person that, first of all, God didn't save me. Secondly, that second chances are just so easy to come by every scene. No, I'm not playing around with that. I'm gonna take my success. I'm gonna take my wealth. I'm gonna take my second chance. God gives me a second chance to do something with this. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna make it count. I don't care if you don't want to give me no pussy. I don't care if you want to be my friend. I don't care if you want to subscribe or follow what I'm doing. You don't want to listen to the message. I don't give a damn if you think. I don't care about none of that. I want to save souls. I want to be a better version of who I am now than I ever was before. I'm not going backwards. I need my brothers and sisters to see that there are some black, intelligent men. There are men who go through shit and they don't let life do them any kind of way. I want people to see that, oh shit, people always say he was never going to be nothing. And look at where he is now. Oh shit, oh, you can wear a suit and tie. You can use big words. You don't have to talk ignorant. You don't have to use slang to get your point across. You don't have to be angry and violent. That's what I want. That's my desire. I want to work with other black men and black women to make more money, to build more in this country. Captain, what's up? I'm tired. I'm tired of other races looking down on us like we slow. Like we ain't got it up here. You and I know better than that. I'm over it. I'll show you exactly how it's done. I'll show you how it's done to hold your own community accountable with love. You can love your people, but still hold them to a certain standard. You don't have to kiss their ass to fit in. What you said to Gillie was absolutely disgusting. It shows your level of presence, your level of intellect. It shows how like removed you are from reality. You playing their game. You're not playing yours. You don't get that? Them white boys, they don't like you. Same thing I said about Boosie the other day. You can be one of the wealthiest men in the world. Them white boys do not look at black people like they're equals. They stick together. They stick together in ways that we never will, or we refuse to. We are probably one of the most divisive groups of people that's walking this face of the planet. Let's just be honest about it. We pick and choose when we want to stand in camaraderie. We don't like to break bread together at all, unless it's toxic. Shout out to the black-owned businesses. Shout out to the black-owned hair salon sisters, the black-owned food businesses. Real talk. They get it, and I love it. I love to see black people actually mean what they say and say what they mean. You can't tell me that you're an influencer, you got millions and millions of followers, and your funky ass is on Twitter showing you pussy and you popping your ass every single day, but your messages don't show or say anything to suggest that you advocate for. All you know how to do is show your ass off. All you know how to do is flaunt your jewelry. These are your idols. One woman spent her entire month's rent on an NBA YoungBoy concert. She wanted to be front row. She took her whole check. Her whole check, got the ticket, and stand there in front row, and then she went to who? Who did she go to afterwards? She went to you. She came on Twitter, Facebook. She came on the apps and asked y'all to give her GoFundMe money so that she could pay her rent. And y'all did it. Y'all absolutely paid for her rent. You won't do that for me. Not that I would ask. But you sure as hell wouldn't do it for me. And the only thing that I'm trying to do is build my channel, build my platform. I just want more eyes to see what's going on in the world and what's going on over here. I really don't care about any of the other stuff. But she wasted her money on a dude who got multiple baby mamas, multiple kids. He has no discipline at all. He has no respect for his own culture. He has no respect for the women. He has no respect for the men. He has no respect for his wife. And she gave her entire check to them. And then she ran back to us to help her out. How does that make sense? I guarantee you don't know who she is. He don't give a damn about her. Ass backwards. All issues is ass backwards. Tell the truth. It's all ass backwards. You would think it would make more sense to invest into people who are trying to be positive than it is upon the people who are being negative. But I guess it don't work like that. Oh, you going? You need to shut up. Why you always trying to hate on something? Shut up. Just don't say nothing.
You guys help me out with the harmonies? Sure. Hell no.
My hands are tied. I would rather give the word of God. I need Jesus to know that I acknowledge him. There is no me without him. That there is a life after this. That there are a lot of broken people that need help. The way we organize, the way we conversate, the way we agree to disagree, the way we run away from problems, the way we get overly offensive about things that we shouldn't, the way we just like dodge accountability and like it's too much. There's no adult who has gone through anything that looks at this situation and thinks, oh, that was very mature. Very mature. I'm not talking about somebody who sees for something. There's nobody looking at this and saying, This is who I want to model my life after. Unless you're still stuck in high school. And it is low vibration. Most of it is. I'm going to have to take a break off these apps for this week. I just made this stay off the apps for like a week, every other week, just so I don't doom scroll and I just be stuck staring at violence and sexuality and overly aggressive females who want to be dudes. I'm good. Very, very good on that. This is just tasteful. Very disrespectful. You make us look dumb. Every time you open your mouth, sir, every time somebody like you disrespect the sanctity of somebody's marriage or whatever the case may be, and you're doing it against your own people. I don't condone you doing it in general, but when you're doing it against your own people and we laugh and we repost it and share and we make jokes and clown on the comment section over it, do you really know how bad that makes us look? That's like extremely immature. Can't have a conversation with nobody like that. I don't judge, I don't judge not a single soul. I keep it moving. You say, post, and do whatever the hell you want. I stay away from it. I don't comment. I won't say nothing to you. If I talk about these subjects here, I'm speaking in generalities. I'm not targeting nobody specifically. If it hurts your soul or it pierces your spirit, then there's a reason for it. But I'm not antagonizing or attacking nobody directly. I'm antagonizing the root of the problem. And the root of the problem, it got your kids disrespectful, wanting to be rappers and porn stars and OnlyFans models and shit like that. Gillie laughed at you. I don't know what his laugh was like. I don't know if he was laughing because he knew that if he said anything that he could be incriminated. He could have been laughing because he knows 20 people that know your location right now, and at any given moment, he could have done already had you dealt with. He could have been laughing because his heart is broken at how dysfunctional this black community is, and all he can do is laugh. Because I laugh when shit be so overwhelming. I want to break down and cry. I laugh when the burdens are too heavy. I laugh when I really want to crash out. That's how serious it is. So I don't know what he was laughing for. All I know is you're definitely playing with fire, bro. You're being used. You're being controlled and manipulated. You don't even realize how strong it is. This is not for entertainment purposes. I'm not here to dance for nobody. People like Nick Cannon, Orlando Brown, Ray J, for fuck's sake, Ray J, you. Maybe it's just me. I don't find certain stuff entertaining no more. I don't. Martin was a pretty innocent show. Martin was as basic without overly being like power level type of Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Matters, stuff like that. What y'all doing now, man? How y'all move? I expected what I hoped would happen was what we got with Family Matters and the Fresh Prince, I thought that would have evolved. I honestly thought they would have done something to make it that much more better, but instead, the quality of black television from then to now has not really been up to par. It just got worse, and I know it's an agenda behind it. That's it. NBA YoungBoy is a representation of every young man who grew up a certain way, watched them be that way. He took the baton and he carried it, and now he's going to end up passing it along to the next generation of girl and boy. And his goofy ass. Oh, let me watch. Yo, I don't know if he's gonna ever be humble. I don't. I don't even know if he recognizes that what he is doing is making things worse. He's not helping at all. You're not doing anything but putting more violence out there. You're not doing anything but advocating for more guns, more shooting, more potential deaths, more potential prison time, more. When was the last time you seen the Cosby Show or anybody move like that? When was the last time you came across a Theo Huxtable? Rest in peace to Theo. When was the last time you seen a rapper or a artist in general like Common or Talib Kweli? I digress. These are just my random thoughts, folks. They don't necessarily have to connect or mean anything to anybody else. This is just what's going on in my head when I do these streams. All these videos. I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I know damn well that black people can do better than what they've been doing. Black people are better than what they are giving the world. We're fast, we're smart, we're curvaceous. We don't need lip fillers. We don't need BBLs. We don't need cosmetic surgery. Sports. Don't even go there with sports. We surgical. We got doctors, degrees, all type of shit. You're not gonna tell me we ain't got some intelligent, beautiful melanin operating on this planet, doing the thing, and they're doing it the right way. They don't have to tear another black man or black woman down. But it is what it is, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in this evening. I see SM in here. I see my brother Levy in here, man. Salute wherever you watch it from. We got to do better. We need better representation in the black community. That's the message. We need better representation, because this is this is not good enough for me at all. And I'm the last person that's going to repost violence, all that ignorant back. I'm not doing all that. I'm not supporting anything that makes us look worse than what we already do. That shit is crazy. If you graduated from a college or you saved somebody's life or some stuff like that, I'll repost that. Quick, fast, and hurry. I want to highlight all the good that we do. I'm tired of all this negativity being at the forefront of black persons. Nah. So look, I got a show tomorrow. I done been in the lab a little bit here and there today. I'm gonna chill for the weekend. I'm gonna get everything ready, Lord willing, for the next week. But I do got something lined up for tomorrow night. If y'all free, come through, hang out. I'm about to get out of here. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. If I don't get to catch up with y'all, do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind. Hold on, man.
That's like a security to zero element and fucking.
Oh, not that.
What's the goddamn one?
Y'all be easy.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. 3rd degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring. I'm so boss, we're not the same. Paid the cost and kept the change. Now I'm walking Hall of Fame. And I reside in the cloud. Grand wishes with these bitches. Taking pictures with the crowd.